Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Rock Talk Podcast. Today I'm joined by an actual artist this time instead of a band or musician. We got Johnny Ashbaugh. He is, to what I know of, a tattoo artist and mural artist. Is there anything else that you do, my guy?
Yeah, just not tattoos, murals, custom artwork, a little bit of pinstriping here and there. Whatever you want, man. I'll figure it out.
Awesome. Yeah, it's really good to have you on. I've been mostly talking to just hard rock and metal musicians for a while, so it's good to talk
All
to
right.
a guy who actually picks up a brush here and there.
Well, I used to play in a metal band. I toured all around the United States for like 5 years. Just playing some extreme metal music and Empyrean Throne. So I'm not doing that anymore, but I mean that was definitely a part of my life at one point.
Hell yeah. Behind every artist, there was that moment in life.
Exactly, dude.
There's that one
Exactly.
point in time where you just put the fucking guitar down and you pick up the brush.
Yeah, that's it, dude. It'd be weird if it wasn't that way, you know?
Oh man, yeah. Well, I gotta say, I looked at your Instagram when I saw that you were coming on this show, and I love your artwork, man. Like some of these murals I've seen, it's really cool. Like how it's at first I thought it looked like it was kind of like graffiti that you had in your designs, but it looks more like it's calligraphy that you have
Yeah,
in your design.
yeah.
It's like how like where did you come up with that the concept of using the calligraphy inside your designs like that?
So, I mean, first off, I started doing graffiti back in the late '90s, and I ran with that for quite a while. I did that for a long time, but I started to hone in on making my name more sophisticated, like putting that up on the wall or more detailed. Like I started to study calligraphy, and I just did a nosedive like straight into that, and just ran with that for quite a while. Like it made my graffiti better, but like I had ended up liking calligraphy a lot more, and uh, I mean, I ever since then, like I've done calligraphy for weddings. I mean, on all these different murals I've done, and just like on my friends like houses or their fish tank, or it doesn't matter. Like everyone kind of knows now. Like I'm the calligraphy guy, and like that's just what's transpired, and yeah, I love it, dude. I love doing calligraphy, and the more I'm able to push myself and keep going, like the better. So that's just kind of where I'm at right now.
Oh yeah. Another thing I was noticing, got a couple pieces I saw on your Instagram where you got there's a recurring Louis Vuitton theme I sense here. Is that just because cash
Yeah.
money?
Mhm. Dude, no, I mean the first one was at this barber shop down the street from my place. We were talking about something for his spot, and that kind of that just like came out. It was like super organic, like how it happened. And then oh man, like after that, like everybody loves that. And it's so funny because I mean that's not my steez like at all. Like I love the Louis Vuitton print and whatnot. Like I'll smash that mural like, for the rest of my life. But it's like, my shit's like it's a not that. It's a little bit different, but I have another mural coming up later this week in Utah that I'm doing that at a recording studio, and I got a bunch of spray paint cans that I'm painting black gold Louis print and shipping off to a few other people as well. So I mean, it's it works, man.
Yeah, it's just people are obsessed with the brand these days. It's all about the brand. It's like it wouldn't surprise me
Exactly.
how like you probably get a lot of requests for putting like Supreme or something on shit.
Dude, straight up. Yeah. I did a lot of logos, a lot of branding, a lot of t-shirt designs, and it's yeah, it's kind of funny. It like everything kind of like comes in waves. It's people want this for 2-3 years, and then it's this like for the next 2-3 years. Same thing with tattoos. Like I can tell, like I see a chick and I'm okay. So she got that in 2005, and that girl got the Indian leopard on top of her. She got that in 2018, 19, and it's like everything comes in waves, man. And you just got to roll with it, but you got to be ahead of the curve though if you want to be successful. So
Yeah.
it's up to you, you know.
Yeah. The one thing that has stayed a constant though is those Adidas stripes.
Yeah,
Fucking it's been a
exactly.
fucking constant for like damn near 30 years now.
Yeah, straight up, dude. I mean, back in the '80s, like breakdancing, like
Yeah.
what everybody wore. Even to this day, like breakdancers, like they still do that. Just I got a pair in my room right now, dude. Like I love me some Adidas, man. They're sick. Adidas and Nikes and Chucks, man. That's it.
Hell yeah. I'm a fan of those Skechers arch supports. Oh man.
Yeah,
Yeah. Another thing I was like wanted to talk to you about is the colors that you pick. Now, there's a couple that I see are like recurrings. I see you keep with the grays and red and black mostly.
yeah.
But like I see different one like some of these other ones, and I wanted to pick your brain about what like do you have like a predetermined like layout of what the colors you're gonna have be used, or is that something you kind of just feel out as you're going along with your mural?
Both. So, like someone will tell me, like, "Hey, I want a mural in my garage. You can do whatever you want," and which are the magic words. I'm just like, dude, you just said the exact thing I wanted to hear. So.
Free reign. That's just up there with breakfast served all day.
You give me free reign? You kidding me? Like that's it. That's what every single artist wants to hear. So everyone listening right now, like, be me more on side of the artist and just let them do what they want. But some people, they they have like a certain like a color scheme they have like going on with like their house or their studio or you know uh their business. Doesn't matter, like whatever it is, like they'll be like, yeah, just add these colors in and we'll make it work. So I have to get prepared for that, and that's fine. But I love black. It's got to be a black background because all the other colors pop out so much more. And then red and white look great. I mean, red, white, gray, and gold look amazing together. So I've been doing that quite a bit recently.
Yeah.
But it all depends. Every single commission is different, and just got to be ready for it.
Hell yeah. Yeah, because one that definitely popped out to me is the one that you did for Talega Tattoo.
Oh yeah,
Like
yeah. I
that
used to work
one,
there.
just, it like when I saw that, I just like it got caught my eye. I was just like, "Ooh, pretty!" It totally satisfied the ADHD.
Right? No, that one was classy as fuck, dude. That's my boy Stu. Stuart Parsons. He owns Talega Tattoo. I used to work there for a little while, and I was working there, and at the same time, like going off to wherever to do murals. And he's like, "Dude, why didn't you do a mural here?" So I came up with the logo, and then I've been really into Victorian, Gothic, Baroque era like style artwork. So I wanted to implement that in as much as I could, and it was still like my whole calligraphy style, and that's what I did, and I took my time, and it turned out sick. Like I really love that piece. He's stoked on it too. Like it was a fun piece to do.
Hell yeah. Definitely, man. And like another thing I like too is I was saying like you use a lot of circular motion in
Yeah,
your artwork as well, which I always find that appealing because I've always been a fan of geometric art.
yeah.
And so seeing that, it's really fucking cool, especially with how you have the calligraphy kind of contort with the angle of
Mhm.
the circle that you're doing. So it's really cool. And I just wanted
Yeah.
to just gush to you about that real quick.
Yeah, because I mean, you can do the thing I like most about circles is like if you're doing a circle and you mess up, everyone can see it. If you do a square and you mess that up, you can turn it into uh, a a rectangle or some other shape. But it's uh, it's it's really appealing to see, like what you were just saying. If you do a circle, make it perfect, and then put the design. Like I do a lot of italicized lettering. It's not straight up and down. It's like on this curve, like a swoop, and I think that flows really well with the circular motions. And I've just been running with that for like I don't know, quite some time now. Maybe I'll switch it up soon, but we'll see.
Yeah. Man, fucking I gotta say it's really cool. Um just to see artwork come to life. Cause I know I got to witness a couple of murals get painted at one of my old high schools, and it was just really cool to see just the outline go up and just as it slowly came to life. It was
Yeah.
just really cool. And like that was just from the outside perspective. As the person who does it, is there a certain point where you like go just like, oh, this is taking on a life of its own, or is it
Mhm.
just like, oh, until you finish it?
Um. So, I just did Molly Mall's his mansion. That's like an understatement saying that. He has this compound of a house. It's just huge. But I did the front entrance of this, and in Vegas, and like I showed up. He's like, so I'm doing a mural, but I don't know where. I show up and I get to walk around his whole place and where I want to do the mural. I mean, we talked about it, and I ended up doing like the front entrance to his house. Like he has this huge door. It's super medieval. You have like this bar you got to take off. I did that, and the two walls surrounding that, and I like had to spitball like what I was gonna do. I mean, I came up with a couple templates like before, just so like I had a, a decent like idea of what I was gonna do, but like I I had to figure it out, and
Yeah.
um, it ended up turning out great. I love it. That was some of my
Yeah.
best work, and
I gotta say it looks great with the red Molly Mall that you put going over the top of the door frame.
Yeah. Oh yeah. That's like some new thing I'm like trying to dive into is like that whole like neon look with the old English style letters. I'm trying to really get into that and trying to push that style of art, for myself and like I mean whoever else, if they're stoked on it, they're into it, like, it's just you got to keep going. You got to definitely push yourself. But other times, like, uh, I have the entire thing laid out, ready to go. I know the dimensions, and it's like bam, bam, bam. Mural's done in like 2 days. So you never know.
It's awesome. Another question I wanted to ask you, because like I know you, like I saw that you have the mural that you did of Bill the Butcher from
Oh yeah,
Gangs in New York.
oh yeah,
I
yep.
I wanted to ask you is just like because it's like I've heard from other artists before that it's a whole nother ball game when you start doing the likeness of a person. And I just wanted to ask you is like did you have any problems or pitfalls and how did you overcome them in the capture, because you did a fucking great job. Like that is without a doubt a human face. You see some of these artworks of like fucking just like
Right. Same thing with tattoos too. But yeah, that was fucking tough, dude. Oh my god. And one thing that I guess anyone who's not an artist doesn't realize this, but you have a black background, which was what I was working with. And I'm doing lighter colors like tan, peach, white, brown. Uh, it doesn't get completely saturated. So I had to go over everything twice with each color, and the first time going over it, I knew what I was getting into because I've done this before. But the first time going over it, I like loaded my brush so hard, so I thought I could have like skipped that step, but it didn't work. I had to go over everything twice, and that was monotonous, and that's not like the funnest part of doing a mural. But it's like, they're paying for you to, come up with this product, and it, looks great. It's this new speakeasy in town, and he wanted to build a butcher, and like that was the centerpiece of that big ass room, where this like kind of speakeasy part of it is. And yeah, I'm not gonna do some like half-ass work, like it had to look good. And like, I took my time for sure on that, like getting that like the profile of his face perfect took quite a bit, and then coloring everything in took quite a bit. The lettering around it, like that was easy for me, but I wanted to make sure you could tell who it was.
Yeah. And speaking
So
about the lettering, I was gonna ask. It's just like, how did you do that? Because that looks so good. It's not overtly bright. It's like because it's like just like a faded like gray on the black, and it just looks so good and sharp, but
yeah,
without being too less like, oh wow, in your face.
exactly. Yeah. So I wanted the main piece. We talked about it, but the main piece was going to be Bill the Butcher, but he wanted to put like Buffalo Trace, Jack Daniels, Fireball, Four Roses. Like he wanted to get, because he gets I mean, I don't know how he explained it to me, but he pretty much is like sponsored by those companies, and if he like tags them in it, he gets like deals and like money off, whatever. So he had me like, dude, put Pappy Van Winkle and all these other brands on. Like, so I can get some deals on some bottles, and I'll hook you up. And that was the easiest, that was the funnest part of that mural for me. Like, cause the hardest part of that mural was just taping the lines and making, I had my level, like making sure everything was level and just like going all the way across. Like, that was tedious. It's always the prep with painting. It's the hardest part. Like, once I finish that, get going, like I'm off to the races, dude. But the prep work, oh my god, it's I need to start hiring crews to like do that for me.
Hey, I
Oh,
like
annoying.
the way I've always looked at it. If you've got the money at that point to do it, you might as well get a crew.
Dude. Oh my
Once this
god.
podcast starts racking in the big bills like that Joe Rogan money, that's when I'll start getting a crew for this shit.
Exactly, dude. Yeah, just killing it, dude. Go fuck.
Oh man. Uh, and continuing on with the other one that I saw that you did for Molly Mall at his place, it's another Louis Vuitton.
Yep,
But that one,
yep.
I gotta say, it's really good because it kind of a departure from everything else that I've seen that you have. Because it's instead of having it be the black background, you got the white, and
Yeah.
it's really awesome how you also have the black splatter coming from behind the lips. Um,
hmm
what was it like for doing this one? Was it different, weird, or different for you starting from a white base instead of the black?
So yeah, it's kind of funny. We we talked about it. Or I was doing the mural up front, and then I finished that, and I spent hours cutting those Louis Vuitton icons out on a big ass like cardstock like board, huge. And so I initially painted the wall black, and then did silver icons on it. And I don't know if when I was talking to Molly earlier, or he changed his mind or whatever. Like I walk up to him, and or he comes in, looks at what I got done so far, and he's like, "Yo, it's gonna be a white background and silver." I'm just like, you'll be fist fucking me right now, dude. Like, because painting the entire wall black using oil based paint takes hours to dry. So you got to do that first, and then wait for that to dry, and then you can like get into the stencils, whatnot, and like finish the job. But it, he wanted the wall white and silver Louis Vuitton icons everywhere, and then the lips. So I'm like, yeah, uh, I can't do it. Like, I'm right here in Vegas. Like, I live in Southern California. Like, I got to go back to working tattoo. Like, I can come out next week. So I left there for a week, and then painted the wall white. Since it was a black background at first, one white coat wasn't enough. So I had to wait for that to dry, and then I had to do another coat and wait for that to dry. So it was like a huge process. And then those lips are big. Like, I think you can tell with like me and Molly standing next to it.
Yeah.
Like, they're bigger than, almost as big as we are. So
Your
it
guys'
was,
bodies are as big as the two front teeth.
dude. Molly's a big dude. He's a fucking jacked guy. And like, that was a huge piece to do, and to make sure that was like dialed in. And yeah, that took just the lips alone took a couple hours on and off, because again, you gotta wait for the paint to dry. And that's fuck, man. That's the worst part about doing murals. You have to use spray paint. You gotta wait for that to dry. When all your ideas and you got all this inspiration flowing through your mind, like you have to wait for fucking paint to dry. Like,
Yeah.
that's just part of the business, I guess. But yeah, it was that was fun. I really enjoyed that. I did a lot of like small details, splash a bunch of paint. Really took my time on it, and he was stoked. I was stoked on it too. Like that.
Yeah,
That
it
turned
looks
out.
great.
Yeah, thank you.
So, as we are nearing the end, uh, we come to a crossroads because I normally end with asking my guests the top 5 most influential albums for them slash their band. If you were,
Okay.
because you used to be in a band, you could answer those, or if you want, you could just tell me your top 5 most influential artists that have
Uh.
influenced your artwork.
Okay. I could do both actually,
Oh
because
shit!
music, like I listen to music while I paint, and you can almost tell like what type of music I've been listening to while I'm painting or doing artwork because of like if I'm listening to metal, it's like bam, bam, bam. Or if I'm listening to like Spanish guitar, it's like super loose and flowing, or some bluegrass, or I don't know, some like Romanian gypsy music. It's just like totally different. So, okay, we'll start with bands. Um, okay, so I like Rodrigo y Gabriela. They're like this Spanish guitar duo, and they just slay. All right,
Oh yeah.
boom, that's one. Um, um, maybe Slaughter to Prevail. They're this badass Russian death metal band that oh my god, dude. I've
Yeah.
they he just has like the deepest growls, like just they
He
just
does.
gnarly. You
So
know what I'm
fucking
talking
brutal.
about.
Fucking Ivan Terrible's growl and just ooh nasty.
Dude, so sick, especially on a Demolisher. Like when they hit that breakdown and he like, you know, does all that shit in Russian. Crazy, dude. All right, so that Led Zeppelin, huge influence. George Thorogood. Where am I at? Was that 4?
Yeah.
Um, hmm. And then okay, maybe I really like psychobilly music as well. So maybe the Crewmen. They're sick. They're from England. They old school. They yeah, just hands down. They just do a great job. So artists, Shepard Fairey for sure from Obey. Um, huge influence. He's good at what he does, and he sticks to that, and he just kills it. Um, who else? I don't know, maybe Banksy. I know a lot of other artists would get pissed that I said that, but he does whatever the fuck he wants to, and he kills it, and yeah. I don't. I can go down the line and say why, but definitely him. Um, Caravaggio. He deals with a lot of lighting and whatnot. Dude, he's from the sorry, he's from the Broke period. This super cool guy, and he was a badass too. Like he used to carry a sword on his belt. He like got in trouble and had to like run away from the country because he like stabbed some people, and he was all around badass.
I got
Um,
you, fucker.
Right? He was so sick, dude. Like, yeah, if I could be more like him and like do that style of artwork, like, dude, like sign me up. Where do I sign?
I
Uh,
tainted the blood of my enemies.
uh, shit. Jim Lee, he does a lot of artwork for comic books and whatnot. Marvel and DC. I don't know. I'm not sure which, but maybe it's both. I don't know. But he's a sick artist. That just kills it and does. I have a collection of comic books in my room, just a stacks of whatever you can think of. That's probably where I started my art, just like getting comic books and trying to like redraw the pictures. And was that 5 or 4?
I have no clue. I lost count.
I don't know. I'll shout out my tattoo mentor, Kevin Young. He does badass artwork. He did this piece right here, and
Ooh.
and that would take anyone like 5 to 7 hours. He busted that out in I think less than 3, and that's
Man.
a half sleeve. That is really saying something for a tattoo artist. He's been going at it for like over 14 years, and yeah, he just crushes it.
Hell
And
yeah.
I've known him since high school. I'm stoked to be with him, and you know, it's every day I'm learning a lot. You know, even when he's not teaching me, I'm still learning. And yeah, shout out to Titch too with Hood. He just hosted the Binge Awards. Like, that couldn't have gone any better. Like, he blew my expectations up. It was so much fun being there, and you know, I'm stoked to be a part of that. But
Hell
yeah,
yeah.
that's about it.
Hell yeah, brother. It was great having you on the podcast. It was great getting to talk to you about the artwork, and it was great to talk to someone outside of the rock and metal community. 'Cause it's starting to smell like armpits and Axe body spray in here. Which is saying something, because I've done this only over Skype. This smell has permeated through the internet. Either that or I'm having a stroke.
Oh yeah, good. It's been a good talk, dude. It was it was fun. It's like if you were in town, dude, we go out to the bar right now, have a beer. Like, this was we should definitely talk some more in the future.
Hell yeah, brother. Do you have anything you want to promote, plug, anything?
I don't know, maybe Heat Wave Visuals Eyewear. They're sick. Black Flies, they're sick. Kevin Young Tattoos, Johnny Ashbaugh Tattoos, Murals, Ditch at Hood and Associates, Shook White. I don't know, whatever. Can't get the fuck out of here.
We're having guest stars.
Yeah. Shout out to Kenzie. Fucking hell. Yeah. That's about it, dude.
Awesome. And people can follow you on Instagram at Johnny's Artwork, right?
His artwork, yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, it has been a pleasure talking to you, brother. It's been a great conversation. And I hope you have a great day, and I wish nothing but the best for you.
You as well, bro. You as
Awesome.
well. This has been a great time, dude. You're definitely going places. Like, this was just seamless. It was so easy to fucking do this entire thing. How long have we even been talking?